You, you, you already know Justin Leon, we own. What's good, YouTube world? I haven't posted in a couple of weeks because, I don't know, a lot of stuff's been going on. My brother's got esophagus cancer, and while he was doing radiation for that, he, they noticed he has freaking three tumors in his head. One of them had to be removed. It's so big. The other, I think it's like three that are smaller that they're hoping that I don't know. I forgot how he said. I don't know if it was like zap it or the chemo's going to take care. I forgot what he said about the three smaller ones, but I went to go see my now my brother. Let's see. These are my two brothers, right? That's me in the purple. The one in the middle is me and my that's my dad's other son, and then the one on the end with the blonde long hair. Look at his girly long hair. He actually just got married. I never thought that brother, the one with the long hair, would get married. I thought he'd marry something with tailpipes, not windpipes. That brother loves cars so much, bro. I didn't know it growing up, and I didn't understand it. Neither my mom, and we've never said anything. But I'm pretty sure he's autistic, but high spectrum because my brother's super smart. But anyways, so I just been being by his side as much as I can, and all that stuff. So I just really haven't felt like close. I haven't felt cheerful or whatever. But anyways, let's see. What was I gonna do? Do I want to do Hustlers Chronicles or High Times instead of Crime Time? Let's do High Times instead of Crime Time. So, first time I tried Special K, aka ketamine. Not back in the day when I was growing up. Special K, or back when my father was like doing stuff. Special K to them was horse tranquilizer. Now I've done that too, and let me tell you, that's a story all in itself. That stuff is some potent ass stuff. And like back when my dad used to take it was pill. The stuff I got it in liquid. Uh, I'll have to check the statute of limitations on how I got a hold of that. See if I can actually even talk about how we used to get some of this stuff. But anyway, so first time I tried Special K, I always seen people at the rave clubs, and they'd be all zombied out and shit, like walking in the doors and all that. I'm like, yo, what kind of high is that? That shit, what, you get all high just to drool on yourself and like walk in and shit? I was like, that's so dumb. I'll never try that. I've said that with you know what I mean? Everything. And I've ended up trying everything. Everything? Everything. But, yeah, so the first time I tried K, so we're at, what the Asylum Club in Springfield, Mass. Like I said, that's my stomping grounds and stuff like that. I didn't grow up there. I'm just very close, and that's where, like, I'm out of, like, with my brothers and stuff with Black and Gold. Um, but yeah. So we're at the club, and this is I had been doing ecstasy for a good probably like 8 months, 6 months at this time, something like that. Like I said, I was selling them. So like I was popping them like they were Tic Tacs, man. Like I think in the end, I think after like a year doing, I would pop like 15 pills in like less than 3 hours. That's a lot of fucking ecstasy, and like I'd be high but not high. It wasn't like the lovey dovey, everything's soft, everything's beautiful anymore. Like chasing that high, but I was eating them so much that it just obviously your tolerance grows up. And another thing with ecstasy is what ecstasy does. It makes you get that good and Come here, Boo-Boos. Gives you that loving feeling. Yeah, say hello. It gives you that lovey-dovey, everything looks brand new type stuff. Is that ecstasy it dumps the serotonin that floods it, just completely releases all the serotonin you have in your brain, and that's the stuff that makes you feel happy and shit. And so that's why I wasn't getting high like I wanted to. But anyway, so I'm at the club. I buy a $20 bag of this stuff, not knowing how much to take, man. I literally, we were sitting at this club, had like it must have been an old restaurant or something, man. Cause it was like the main area was like 2 basketball courts together. I'm not sure if it had like wood flooring or what it had in it, but that was like the size of it, and it looked like that's what it would have been, some type of basketball gym because of the way it was. But and then it was like set up like almost like a restaurant. I had like those booths you slide into or whatever. But I'm sitting there and I don't know. I just trying to do it quick. I dump powder out on the table and I'm like sniffing up the table, no straw, no nothing. And next you know, it was like the end of like Looney Tunes or whatever, when it's like a big circle around Porky Pig and then it goes super small. Well, I watched everything just go super small. Shit, yeah, like, I fell in love with it. Like, the mix between that and ecstasy was, like, starting over again. But, so that was the first time or whatever, and, like, I sat there, so it's what they call a K-hole. So I went into the K-hole, which is, it's like you black up in your dreams. So I'm sitting there dreaming, and, like, my dreams, if I like went into a K-hole, were like almost like it was like a video game, but not like like fucking PlayStation 2 or 3 back then. We're talking, I'm 16, 17 years old. I don't even think the PS3 was out yet. But in my little dream world or whatever, it was like Mario Brothers from the Nintendo and shit. But super cool fucking. After I came out of that, like me, I got really heavy into that, and like me and my buddy one time, we the ketamine used to come if you got it like the way it starts. It would come in a liquid vial. This probably just about that size. Bang. Like that size, and it'd be liquid. And what you had to do is you had to you boil water, put a plate on top of the boiling water on the stove, and you pour a liquid on. The liquid would dry out, crystallize. You know what I mean? Take it off. You'd see it like make it like a sheet of ice almost, like crystallize or whatever. And then you take it off, you scrape it up, and then scrape it to powder. So one time, me and him, we freshly cooked up each a whole vial, which is a lot. And we decided he went and blew the whole thing, so I followed suit. Blew the whole. It's like, I don't know. I think it cooked out. I think a vial cooks out to like a gram or something. I never weighed it because we didn't weigh it to sell it. You just like eyeballed it. You know what I mean? You got the little plastic baggies and stuff like that, and almost kind of like it'd probably be the same amount. I don't know if you've ever seen a bag of dope or whatever, but what a bag of dope would look like or how much is in it. That amount would go for like $20 or whatever. But whatever. Me and him both blew a whole vial of Special K. We literally linked. We linked hands afterwards for whatever reason. We both went into this like K-hole, holding hands in a way, like locked. We put our hands out and we locked them like that. So we're like, let me see if I can move my angel. My phone, but like locked hands like this, and we were like holding them like this, facing each other. And I shit you not, the craziest thing that like I don't know, this shit was crazy. I'd be like, I'm on a boat. And like when I said that, he'd see what I'm saying. Like I'm on a boat, and he'd picture it, and he'd say something else. And as he's saying it, I could picture it. It was almost like we were in each other's heads because, like, as they were saying it, like it was already in my head too. Almost like he could call out what I'm seeing. Like that's kind of more like it was. It wasn't like I was telling him and then he seen what I told him. It was he told me, and I was already like, it was almost like he was telling me what I was seeing, and I was telling him also what he was seeing. Super weird. Shit went on for like a half an hour. Crazy as F, but I don't know. That stuff is like, that's something I'd probably try again. I definitely like shrooms. But K was a cool thing. I'd like to get my hands on that again. That stuff was, I don't know. If you don't use it and get into like the K-hole part of it, it's cool. It's like trippy in a way. Like, I don't know. I remember one of the times like I did some K, and like I'm walking down the street. The street sign looked like it was like 2 foot high, but like a telephone pole. You know what I mean? It looked like it went all the way up into the sky, and a fucking, like a bike looked like it was huge, but something else that was huge looked small. It was super weird, but I don't know. That's just a little story. Like I said, I haven't been in the mood to come on here and say any stories or anything. But I figured I'd need to drop something because I'm trying to build this thing. So please like, subscribe. Even if you made it this far, even if you don't want to watch me, just hit that subscribe and don't use the notification bell. I'm just trying to get my numbers up so that way I can make some money off of this stuff. And if you want to support right now, if my Cash App is $, capital J for Justin, capital L, Leon, Leon, 423. So that's Justin Leon 423. And hit me up if you want to help me out so I can get some stuff like a computer. Try to get a better camera so it's not off the phone. If you can. You can't. I mean, I haven't had anybody donate yet, but whatever does get donated will sit there until either I have enough to buy something with it, or it'll sit there. You know what I mean? Like whatever. If I ever do get anything, it will go into the channel. But yeah, I think I'm tell a different story later. But I just wanted to drop something. So you already know, Justin Leon, we gone. Peace.